Hi, this is Frank, and today I have this picture scene setup for City Rott Pug. And what I'll do here is go to frame one, and this is where I'll set all the actions up for this scene. So the first thing I want to do is just isolate this apartment and take a look here, and I actually have two scenes here, but before I get to the other one, there's the other scene. So here's this scene here. So what I'd like to do is duplicate these characters so I don't have to redo them later on. But before I do that, I might not have to duplicate anything, and the reason for that is I just need to see what I have here. Alright, so I have this scene here, and let's look. I think there should be an overlap of the bed, and because of that I have to insert the character there. There's actually a potential issue here. The city should be visible there, so I think I have to go back into the PSD file, which stands for Photoshop document file, but you don't have to use Photoshop to get a PSD. PSD is really helpful because this here, this apartments window.psd, is actually saved within a photo editor, and each one of these are separate layers, and then I just drag and drop this right into this Anime Studio Pro, and it appears just like this with all these layers already built in. This layer here, that I don't need that at all, so I'll just delete that. But with this scene here, this is built so that the door can open and then the door can close. And right now I'll have the door open a little bit later for a different reason, but right now looks like I could just overlap all the characters here without any problem. Alright, so that's the floor. So that scene I don't have to worry about, but because this scene has an overlap here, I'm going to have one character go out the window, another character go out the window, and the third character go out the window. So for that reason I have to duplicate all three characters here and then align their sizes so they're within scale of the scene. So I'll do that right now, and this just gives you an idea of how I set up each scene and the complexity of it and what it takes to set up a scene after you create all the assets, the characters and special effects and all that. So right now I'll just simplify this, and first thing I'll do is focus on the rabbit and just reduce, oh well, wrong button, I had the wrong thing selected. So I'll just reduce the scale of the rabbit to, let's say, right about there. And now I'll move the rabbit probably right about there, and let me take a look here. Okay, so there is an overlap here, and that would be this right here. But the rabbit probably is not even going to go over that way. However, the pug, that will be over there. So let me just scale down the pug. Pug will be about the size, a little bigger than the rabbit. So maybe like that. Well, maybe a little bit bigger, like that. And I'll have the pug built into the scene. So let me put him right there. and he'll walk out from the shadows to enter the scene. Then I have to have the doctor, this Doc character, have to make sure he's back here, and then move the layer over here. The rabbit has to be in front of him, so I actually have to bring him into the scene. And because of that, I might as well bring the rabbit in and take care of that too. So because this rabbit is on top of the other layers, that means it's in the front. So now I could scale the doctor up to, let's say, right there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'll have him right about here, and he'll address what's happening in here. So that's it for now. I just wanted to show what I'm working on here. And then for this other sequence, this other image, I would just do the same thing for this, where you have the rabbit here. Now I want to reverse the positioning to face the window, and now I want to reduce the scale to right about, I'd say right about there. Looks pretty good, because you're basing it on the size of this stuff too. So you could have her right about there, and then the pug right about there. Pug will enter from the other side, so he'll be over this way. And then finally, the doctor in scale with that pillow would be right about there. And he'll be approaching from the left. So let me reverse him now with flip horizontally. And I'll just bring him over here for now. So a series of actions will take place here. I don't want to reveal too much about it, but let me just bring all three layers into here and then see what happens. So you can see the pug ends up behind the bed, but I actually want the pug in front of the bed. But that's it for now.